Okay, this is the fifth and final review video before our quiz. The quiz is over direct objects and conjunctions. This part 5 is on correlative conjunctions. Okay, let's talk about correlative conjunctions. You know that correlative conjunctions act exactly like coordinating conjunctions. And coordinating conjunctions connect two or more words, phrases, or clauses, and they are words that go with fan voice: for, and, nor, but, or, yet, and so. The only difference between correlative conjunctions and coordinating conjunctions is that correlative conjunctions are not the fan voice words. Correlative conjunctions are made up of more than one word. That is the only difference. So correlative conjunctions also connect two or more elements of the same type, like two or more words, phrases, or clauses, but they are made up of more than one word. This here is the definition of correlative conjunctions. And so here are some examples. You're going to have things like either or, neither nor, both and, not only or, and but also. These are just some examples of correlative conjunctions. And here's how they work. Either you or I will have sea lunch. Not only students, but also parents can log into GradeSpeed. She will take both geometry and world history in high school. The right answer is neither A nor B. Here, those are examples of sentences with correlative conjunctions in them. So you can see that the correlative conjunctions are still connecting two elements of the same type. They're just using more than one word. And I'll just use this one. She will take both geometry and world history. Geometry and world history are direct objects. What will she take? She will take geometry and history. So she is the subject, will take is the verb, and then geometry and world history are the direct objects. The words both and, they are connecting these two direct objects, geometry and world history. So what you have here is compound direct objects connected by correlative conjunctions. And that is exactly the way a coordinating conjunction would work, except for with correlative conjunctions, you have two words, okay? And it can be either or, not only, but also, etc. All right, so that is coordinating conjunctions. Here's diagramming them. You diagram them exactly the same way you do coordinating conjunctions. And if you've been watching all the other review videos, we've gone over how to diagram those at every step, all the different words you can connect, the different phrases, and the clauses. That was in review part 1. And the only difference here is that you add all the words to the same dotted line. So an example would be, she would like both cake and ice cream. You've seen this example before. She would like, split the direct object side. What would she like? Cake and ice cream. And you put the both and on the same dotted line. And if it were not only but also, you would put both those, but not only on this side and but also on this side. You'd put them all on the same dotted line. And that's how you diagram correlative conjunctions. Not too different from what you already know, so this is a pretty quick presentation. This last slide is going to be everything you need to know for the test. What you need to know for the quiz. The beginning of our school year, lessons 1 through 11, this is just some review. These are just some reminders so that you're prepared and you have all these ideas in your head. If you've watched all the review videos, we reviewed all of this, okay? Everything about adjectives and adverbs, what phrases are, what prepositional phrases have, etc. We reviewed all of this in parts 1, 2, and 3 of the review videos. All right, so this is all old lessons. Here's the information for the new lessons that we just started since our last quiz. Lesson 12 is where we picked up after our last quiz, and lesson 12 is on direct objects and transitive active verbs. And here's just some key points on that lesson, okay? Then we did lessons 13 through 17. Those are the lessons that were on conjunctions, and here are also some key points. You know, there are a lot more. There's a lot more to know about conjunctions. This first one, coordinating conjunctions, join two or more words, phrases, clauses, and then there are the fan voice words. The words that conjunctions can connect are subjects, verbs, direct objects, objects of the preposition, adjectives, adverbs. So there are a lot of different words that can be connected by coordinating conjunctions. Then we have phrases. Coordinating conjunctions can connect phrases, and the only two phrases that we know about so far are verb phrases and prepositional phrases, but you can have compound verb phrases and compound prepositional phrases, and those can be connected by coordinating conjunctions. We also learned how coordinating conjunctions can connect clauses. We know that independent clauses are basically the same thing as sentences. Independent clauses must have a subject, a verb, and a complete thought. Basically, clauses are a group of words that have a subject and a verb, and independent clauses also have a complete thought. Okay, so that's basically compound sentences when you connect two clauses with a coordinating conjunction. All right, and then there's fanboys there, and then how you diagram them is with the dotted line, and then correlative conjunctions pretty much do the same thing, only use more words, not just fanboys. And that's the review. That's all that you need to know for the test. I will remind you that the test only has one sentence to diagram. It's a pretty long sentence, but the rest of this test is questions. You're going to need to answer the questions with complete sentences. They're not multiple choice questions, and they're going to ask you about some of this information here in Lesson 12 and Lessons 13 through 17. So please review, please study, and be prepared for your quiz when you return from break.